Hello! Today, we are not playing apples to apples. I mean, we're kind of gonna play apples to apples, but in a kind of different way. So if you don't know what apples to apples is, it's a fun party game, and you have red cards and you have green cards. The green cards have describing words on them, like fun or silly, and the red cards have nouns on them, like people, places, things, events, and basically you're supposed to draw a green card and find a red card that goes well with it. Today, we are only using the green cards, and in place of the red cards, we're going to use books. So I'm going to draw a card, and it's going to have a describing word on it, and I'm going to pick a book that I think fits that describing word. So our first word, desperate. This is a hard one already. Like, I'm not even sure how to interpret this. Okay, so I'm gonna go with You Can't Scare Me from the Goosebumps series. This book literally has nothing scary in it. It's basically a contemporary novel about a group of kids trying to pull innocent pranks on the popular girl at school. And then at the very end, some monsters pop up and then they run away from them and the book ends. I feel like I can see this book being the product of R.L. Stine being desperate for an idea for the next Goosebumps book and not being sure what to do. The next word is insulting. This one will be a fun one. Actually, I don't even have to look for it. I already know what my insulting book is. I'm going to go with The Isle of the Lost by Melissa de la Cruz. This is a book that's supposed to be a prequel to the Descendants movie. The next word is dirty. I guess I'll go with Tarzan and the Golden Lion for this one. This is an old antique copy. As you can see, it has like some stains. Pages are all browned. It's a pretty dirty book. The next word is pitiful. I'm gonna go with Love, Sugar, Magic by Anna Muriano. I personally really enjoyed this book. It was just the kind of story I like to read, but the writing was just really bad. I was buddy reading this with a friend and she couldn't even get past the first chapter because the writing was just pretty pitiful. Our next word is odd. For this I'm going to go with Calvin by Martine Leavitt. I found this story a little odd. There were a lot of things that was just going, what's happening right now? And honestly, there's probably a lot better books that I could be going with, but I feel like those books are trying to be odd in the ways that they're odd. This book I don't think was trying to be as odd as I was thinking it was when I was reading it. Our next word is wild. I have no idea how to interpret this. I'm gonna go with Prosperous Children by Jan Sigel. There's a lot that happens in this book, and it's all pretty wild. It's wild. Our next word is easygoing. I'm gonna interpret this as like light-hearted read sort of thing. I'm gonna go with the Your Life But Better series. These books are choose your own adventures, except instead of going on a big adventure, you're just a teenager going through their daily life. And there's really nothing very heavy that ever happens. Like, there are really good things that happen, and then mediocrely good things that happen. It never gets anywhere near heavy. This is like the king of lightheartedness, easygoingness. Our next word is charming. All of Ingrid Law's books, I don't know what it is about them, but her writing style and her characters and her stories are always just extremely charming. It's captivating, enchanting, fascinating. I highly recommend checking her out because her books are extremely good. Our next word is stereotypes. Twilight isn't just stereotyped, it is a stereotype. Our last word of the day is radiant. I think I'm going to interpret this as my most shiny book. So for this, I have Keeper of the Lost Cities, which is my shiniest, glossiest book I would know because it gave me a lot of trouble when I was trying to Instagram a picture of it. And I have my Barnes & Noble Classics edition of A Wrinkle in Time, which isn't so much shiny as it is sparkly, glittery. They're both very radiant. They're very good. That's all that I'm gonna play today. Comment down below and tell me which books you would have chosen for these words. And tell me if you want to see a part 2 where I use the red cards. I'm not entirely sure how I would do that, but I will figure it out if you want to see that. If you like this video, be sure to hit the little button that looks like this, sort of, but not exactly. It's like gray. You know what it looks like. And then there's a little rectangular button that kind of looks like my shirt. You should click on that button too if you want to see more videos like this. Bye!